So Google just had their big event. And I'm going to be honest with you, I wasn't expecting much. But then I watched it. And I had to make this video. Because what they just showed is not just an update. This is Google going all in. And if you use your phone every single day, which, let's be real, all of us do, this affects you directly. Let me walk you through exactly what happened. So first, let me give you the scale of what we're talking about. Gemini, Google's AI assistant, now has 900 million users every single month. Think about that number for a second. That's almost 1 billion people. And this app didn't even exist in its current form a year ago. It's now available in 230 countries, across 70 languages. Google straight up called it the most widely available AI assistant in the world. And honestly, looking at those numbers, it's hard to argue with that. But here's the thing. Big numbers are great. What actually matters is, what are people doing with it? And that's where it gets interesting. People are using Gemini for everything. Trip planning, product recommendations, career advice, even figuring out which tires to buy. Students are using it for guided learning, practice tests, keeping notes organized. And those notes sync directly to Notebook LM, which by the way has now been used to create over 1.5 billion notebooks, podcasts, and slide decks. That's not a small thing. That's a platform that's actually working in people's lives. So Google had this massive user base, this growing momentum, and then they asked themselves, what's next? What do we build on top of this? And the answer they came up with is actually really smart. The first thing they did is redesign the entire app from scratch. They're calling it Neural Expressive. And look, I know redesign sounds boring. Every app gets redesigns. But this one is different because it's not just about how it looks, it's about how it thinks about showing you information. Gone are the days of Gemini just throwing a wall of text at you. Now when you ask something, it lays out the response in real time, just for you. You get interactive images that Gemini generates on the fly. You get timelines you can skim, embedded videos. Everything feels like it was built specifically for your question. They're calling it generative UI, and it's the same thing you might have seen Google testing in search, now coming to the main Gemini app. And it's not just visuals. They added fluid animations, haptic feedback, new typography, dark mode, light mode. Everything feels cohesive and intentional. They also completely transformed Gemini Live. It now opens instantly, inline. And soon you'll be able to pick your own regional dialect, so Gemini actually sounds like it's from your world. This is rolling out right now. Android, iOS, web, all of it. Now here's where it gets really good for anyone who creates content, makes videos, or just wants to do something cool with their camera roll. Google just brought Gemini Omni directly into the app. And what Omni does is genuinely impressive. You give it a raw video, maybe some reference images, and then you tell it what you want. Change the style. Switch to a 360-degree camera angle. Layer in effects. And Gemini doesn't just slap a filter on it. It actually understands the physics of movement in the video. It understands the soul of your shot. And it builds on top of that. They showed a demo of a musician named Sasha who wanted to make a quick video teaser for her new song. She dropped in her raw footage, added some reference visuals, and Gemini transformed the whole thing. Style changed, camera angle changed, all done inside the app. No third-party software, no complicated editing timeline, just Gemini. This is available today for Google AI Pro and Ultra subscribers worldwide. But the biggest shift, and I mean the one that actually changes how you interact with your phone every day, is what they're doing with agents. Google is bringing agents into Gemini, and the difference between an agent and a regular AI is this. A regular AI answers your questions. An agent goes out and does things for you, proactively, without you having to ask every single time. The first one they showed is called Daily Brief. Every morning, before you've even had your coffee, Gemini has already gone through your Gmail, your calendar, your tasks, and built you a personalized digest, not just a summary. It organizes everything by topic. It tells you what's most important. It suggests your next step. And if there's travel info in there, you can act on it right from that same screen. This is rolling out today for Pro and Ultra subscribers in the US. And then they went one step further with something called Gemini Spark. This is for people who want to build their own custom workflows. You give Spark a task, and it goes off and does it. While you're working, while you're sleeping. It subdivides the task, checks in with you when it needs approval, formats everything properly in Google Docs, color-coded, dated, organized. They showed a school year planning checklist that Spark built automatically, pulled from context, formatted neatly, ready to use. And the roadmap they teased goes even further. Imagine Spark looks at your calendar, sees you're on snack duty for your kids' game on Saturday, and just sets up the Instacart order for you automatically. And it remembers, no nuts. That's not science fiction anymore. That's what they're building toward. Spark goes into beta for Ultra subscribers next week in the US. And finally, Mac users got some love too. Google dropped a native Gemini app for macOS, built by a small team that shipped over 100 features in under 100 days. But the feature they snuck into the show last minute is the one worth talking about. You select your files in Finder, PDFs, images, documents, whatever you've got. Then, you hold down the function key and just talk. You tell Gemini what you need. It reads through everything, understands it, and builds you exactly what you asked for. In the demo, the person even corrected himself mid-sentence, said Thursday, then said no wait, Friday, and Gemini caught it, cleaned it up automatically, and kept going. That's the kind of natural, intelligent interaction that actually saves you time in real life. So here's the big picture. In one event, Google redesigned their entire app, launched a new video creation model, introduced AI agents that work for you around the clock, and dropped a Mac app with voice-first file processing. This isn't a feature drop. This is Google showing you what they think the future of your phone looks like. A universal assistant that's personal, proactive, and powerful. One that works while you sleep, knows your schedule, knows your dog's allergies, and makes your life genuinely easier. And we're still at the beginning of this. They said the whole summer is packed. So stay tuned, because this space is moving fast. And I'll be here breaking it all down for you.